feature one is the super night mode. The super night mode I was a bit dubious about because I'm a bit like, how well can it actually do? But the super night mode has AI noise reduction. This means that there's some clever trickery going on when you're actually filming at night. Don't be scared when you change this setting that it says ISO 0 to 512. It's scary because that is a lot of ISO for filming at night. That is because it's doing something with it. Now, originally when I looked at this footage, I was like, well, that's not very good. But then I realized I've never shot at night on an action camera at all. But the difference comes when you weigh it up against the Action 4. Look at this side-to-side comparison. It is literally like, no pun intended, night and day. I'm going to just pause it so that we can just zoom in and take a good look, because when you look at videos like this, it's playing, it's really hard to see what the difference is. But by pausing it and looking at the quality of it, you can see the difference. It's unbelievable. The second feature DJI have done is giving you the option for 4K 4:3. Now, I don't film in 4:3 at all, but if you are creating portrait content for TikTok, Instagram, whatever social media platform, filming in 4:3 gives you a much higher resolution to play with and edit with later on. If you don't do it by 4:3 and you do it by the traditional 9:16, you're not going to get so much pixels. It's going to be less quality. So if you do film that way, definitely put it in 4:3 if your output is for portrait. The third feature is the OLED screen. To demonstrate this, look how bright that is. It's bright because it is 1000 nits, not nits from your hair. Nits is how you measure light. On the front, that also has an OLED screen. That only goes up to 800 nits, but to me, I'm a bit like, long as that's 1000, it's brilliant. And it really is noticeable if you weigh up against an Action 4 camera. We'll have a first video coming out at some point, but it is noticeably different and really easy to use in bright light. Fourth feature is subject tracking. And I was a bit like, it's a static camera. How can you track the subject? But this is meant for portrait. So I've got it on subject tracking, and you can actually see there's a grid there, and you can see it's trying to lock on something. What this does is it recognizes humans. I haven't tried this on an animal. I've got a cat at home. I should have tried it. And if it does work, I will throw that up as well on the B-roll. But subject tracking, what that basically technically is that if there's a person in front of you and you go to the side of the screen of when you're filming and then to the other side, it will lock onto them, and then the output, it will keep it in a portrait format. So again, a bit like my other point, if your output is for portrait, that's where subject tracking comes in. Guys, did you know you could become a Pulsate loyalty member of our channel for just $3.99 a month? And this is what you get. You'll get priority replies on the comments, so any of your technical questions, I'm here for you. You'll also get, when you join, a shout out on future videos as a big thank you for supporting the channel. And then finally, you get a nice glossy Pulsate badge. Let's get back to the video. Fifth feature, it's a strange one. It's battery life, but it is a feature when it comes to an action camera. Battery life on this Action 5 Pro is 240 minutes or 4 hours. And you'll be like, right, okay, what's that in comparison to? As an example, the Action 4 was 160. Yes, you can actually change out the batteries. But if you want to leave this filming on a long journey, a time lapse or sunrise, sunset, that's where a battery will come into use. So 240 minutes is a long time. I haven't managed yet to exhaust it. The sixth feature is just genius: internal storage. You get an amazing 47 gigabytes internal storage. And I went and bought this quite quickly. I didn't even realize it. And I thought, oh, I need an SD card, 128, or whack that in there. It's only then did I realize it had storage on it, which is great because if you run out of space, you can easily, in the menu system, switch it over to internal. And if you plug this into the computer, into the computer. What am I, from the 1990s? Into your computer, you will see 2 discs planted on your Mac or your PC. So I first panicked and I was like, oh no, where's all my footage? And I'm like, oh no, that's the internal one. So this is great because if you're anything like me, you have turned up somewhere and you're gone, crap, I don't have my SD card. But the Action 5 Pro has you covered. The 7th feature, which is really good if you're filming action stuff, and that is a pre-recording feature. How many times can I say feature? Pre-recording. Now, if you don't know what pre-recording is, this is where it will continually to run, and if you see something come out and you think, oh no, I missed it, you press that button to record it, don't worry. The first 15 seconds have been captured for you. I can think of many instances where this would be good. But you do need to have this switched on, which will eat through your battery. But as an idea, it means if you're filming high frame rates and things like that, you're not going to get a load of stuff you don't need. You're like, oh, that's just happened. Press record. It's no longer panic stations, red alert. Can you do that again? The 8th feature is a timer. No, not a timer for how long you've been recording for, but a timer for this to go off. So what you can do, you can capture that sunrise without actually being there. Obviously, make sure nobody's going to come along and nick your Action 5 Pro, but you can set it up. You can go into it and say, I want it to start recording at 4 a.m., especially in the summertime. 4 a.m., I want to record for 2 hours or even a minute. This will switch on just before the recording time, start recording, stop recording, then switch off. I think that's a really good setting from DJI, because if you're anything like me, you would have been there and thought, I don't want to get up early or I don't want to stay up late. I'm going to set up my camera and we're good to go. My 9th feature is the interface. I think having a very good interface means you will pick this up and use it. Or if you want to change something very quickly, DJI are very innovative on their interface. All you got to do is some swiping from the left, the right, the top, the bottom, then swipe around. Everything's clearly marked. Everything's very clearly designed. With the Pro, it's even better. So that is really a good thing, because the moment you encounter anything on the interface which is a bit like, oh, where is that set, and you have to go diving for it, it will put you off from using it. So well done, DJI. If you want to take your Action 5 to the next level, I'd highly recommend you checking out our video on how you can accessorize this thing for all your filming needs. Take care, guys. I'll see you soon.